Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, come back with me. My name is Rania Affiati Nesya with BP number 2310731016. And in this online Zoom meeting, I would like to share to you one of the topic in conversational analysis. We're gonna talk about expanding sequence in conversational analysis. So let's start it. Okay, guys. Okay, before we talk about what type is expanding sequences, why it's needed in conversations, we need to know what exactly expanding sequences it is. So, in everyday conversations, talk is usually organized in pairs of turn, called adjacency pairs. And these pairs consist of first turn or FPP and a second turn or SPP. So basically, yeah, when we're doing conversation, we actually have FPP and SPP, right? And for the example of the basic conversations, like we do, it's like this one. For example, like speaker A said, "Do you want to buy an ice cream?" And speaker B responds it, "Yes, I do." This is how exactly conversations happens, right? We have a questions and answer. But because we right now we talk about expanding sequences, so we talk about how we expand how the expansions of the conversations not only to this one, like not only about asking and like just question and answer, but we can expand it. So because expanded sequences happens when speaker add extra turns or extra pairs of talk to this basic structure. So okay, like we know this expanding sequences it's a an extra pairs while doing a conversation. So why it's needed? So there are several goals of expanding sequences to maintain the whole conversation. First one is to avoid problems and rejections. So guys, when we doing conversation, right? And when we asking for something, like yeah, we wanted to talk about something to someone as is the first speaker, we ask the second speaker about something, right? And the answer of it, the response of your questions could be two type, right? First one is could be prevert or positive, and this prevert are negatives. So expanding sequences uh, appears to help avoid problems and rejections while the this prevert response appears. So it's like kind of how I can say it. So it's like when you these people say, "Do you did you can come with me tomorrow?" And the answer was, "No, I cannot." So this expansions help to maintain the conversation not doing awkwardly. So it's like, oh, you get the signal. This person could join with you tomorrow. So yeah, you cannot keep asking him to come with you. So yeah, it's to avoid problems also. Next is doing interactional work for single actions and expanding sequences, also solving troubles in understanding. So like yeah, for the kind of like there are several types of expanding sequences, right? First one is pre pre expansions, insert expansions, and post expansions. For this one, solving troubles in understanding, it's probably reverse to the kind of like insert expansions. It's kind of like yeah, you add something, you add some yeah extra part while you're doing conversations to solving some kind of misunderstanding. And next one is expanding sequences, also gathering necessary information. So yeah, you keep asking someone to get yeah something information that it's not out of your main topic, but yeah, you get some information of it. And next one is to managing disagreement also. So yeah, we already know what the goals, what the purpose of expanding sequences. Now we're gonna talk about the types of expanding sequences. Actually, there have three main types of expanding sequences. First one, it's pre-expansions. Like the name of it, pre, it appears in the start when you doing this expansion when you want to start the conversations. Happens before the main actions begins. For the example, like I choose to take the example from like the pre-invitations. Speaker A said, "Are you doing anything this Friday?" This is give explain the pre-expansions. And speaker B responds, not much. And speaker A said, "Do you want to see a movie?" So when we see this examples, right, guys? Examples like this is a example of question and answer, right? But the main questions of this conversation, it's this one. Do you want to see a movie? This is the main idea of this conversation. But the speaker A adding some extra part to just to like to starting the conversation. So the speaker A doing the pre-expansion of it. Are you doing anything this Friday to just to check out? This is the speaker B is available or willing to his invitations. So next one is about insert expansions. So insert expansions, it happens between the FPP and the SPP turn off to main conversation instead of answering a question or request immediately. So it happens in the middle of the conversation, in the middle part of your conversation. For the example like this, speaker A said, "Can I have a cheeseburger, please?" And speaker B responds it, "Medium or large?" And speaker A said the medium one. So we can see it here. Here. Speaker A, it just like speaker A asking, giving a question, right? "Can I have a cheeseburger, please?" And the basic answer, like, the basic answer that we probably know is like yes or no. Yes, you can. Yes, you have. Yes, you can. Yes, please. Yeah, you can do it. But on this conversations, speaker B try to insert some expansions. Instead of just answer it yes or no, speaker B try to answer in the other way, like medium or large. Why did this happen? Because speaker B just want to check it out if because the cheeseburger have not only have a more than one size. The speaker B just want to check out what size that speaker A wants to order. Is this medium or large? So it's how this insert expansions could be probably happen while doing the conversations. And the last one is a pause expansion. So the pause expansions, like the name of it, it happens in the end of the conversation. This is the extra turns that happen after the second turn of the main action has already been completed. So, yeah, this happened after the main idea, the main action of the whole conversation already transferred to the second pair. So the first pair try to ending this conversation so it can be end naturally. We can see it from this example. Also, it's pre-invitation examples. Speaker A said, "Can you help me tomorrow?" And speaker B said, "Sure." And speaker A said something to end the conversation. "Yes, thank you." So, yes, thank you on this part is a pause expansion. Why is this pause expansion? So, because speaker A at this part to end the conversation so it's not could be not like show it's could be ended naturally, not awkward, so it's refusing some misunderstanding or not, so it's more it's speaker A just for wants to being polite or else, so it's why positive expansions needed in conversations. Okay, for the conclusion of it, like I already explained it, what is expanding sequences, what the purpose of it, and what types of expanding sequences. So in short, expanding sequences show that human conversation is much more than just a rigid exchange of simple question and answer. By adding extra turns beforehand or pre-expansion, we can get a signal and safely avoid the awkwardness of a direct rejections. And pausing in the middle of a conversation, or we can say it insert expansion, allow us to clear up misunderstanding on the spot or gather necessary details before giving a proper answer. And finally, adding turns at the end, or we can say it pause expansions, give us the space to smooth over the friction of a disagreement or a refusal. Ultimately, expanding sequences is a natural, flexible tool we use to prevent communication mistakes, handle sensitive social situations, and keep our conversations polite and orderly. So, I think that's all I can explain about expanding sequences. And sorry for all my mistake while I'm talking about this. Thank you for your attention, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.